what I'm doing now is, as I said to you, I just want you to read out that letter again, what they said. So first of all, explain what sort of happened, and then if you can, in your own words, in your own time, just read that letter out.
Do you want me to do it now?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, no problems. I won't say my name for obvious reasons yet, but basically this is from the Marston group, or a removal division, which basically clients from the HM, or Her Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Services, basically just a standard letter of threats that they've got court authority to remove your goods and charge fees on top of that, basically saying that they've got power to entry, all this basically harassment, bullying tactics. So basically all I've done is write on it, fraud at the top, no contract, your claim is fraudulent, you are a third party interloper, you have no legal standing, and then on the back, massive red line for it again, no contract, I will now be holding you liable for fraud and identity theft, which they are, they're committing fraud and identity theft. So which I sent a letter to them, write to them on a Monday, and within 4 days, on Friday, I get a letter back saying, thank you for your recent letter. According to our records, the distress warrant in respect of this matter has been returned to our client as shown below, with whom you should make contact for further information. Yours sincerely, Customer Care Team, Marston Group Limited.
Marston Group.
So
yeah, go on.
Yeah, Marston Group Limited.
So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that victory then?
No, it's great. I feel great when as soon as I got it through. So there is so if you do know what you're talking about and you've done your homework, it's great to get that through. That's a relief because you know that you're in the right and they're in the wrong. And when you get it through in a letter, it makes it even better. It just goes to show you that you are the one with the power, and it's time for everyone to take their power back.
Congrats.
Stop fearing them.
And how many times did they sold this so-called debt that they can't prove that you own? How many times did they pass it to other third-party interlopers?
Well, so it's been sold so far. Well, first of all was the Met, then got
the Met. The Met
Police.
So the Metropolitan Police were involved in this, were they?
Yeah, the Metropolitan Police were the first involved. They've then taken it to a magistrate, which a magistrate has then sold it to one third party.
I mean, just a second there. So the magistrates was the Met Police. Was there anyone's name? Was there anyone taking surety? The magistrate, was there a judge involved? Was his first, second name there? Did he have any proof of authority? Or did he have a letter patent appointing him the authority to do anything?
No letters, no signature, absolutely nothing. No contract, no consent, no permission from me for anything to go ahead. So they basically identity theft again and fraud once again, taking it into their own hands and then basically then going on and then selling my name, my data, which you cannot do without my permission, to which I didn't give permission, to which I asked for proof of claim, which once again I then asked under the Freedom of Information Act the name of the magistrate's judge, clerk, any Metropolitan Police officers that were there at the time, to which they sent me back under the Data Protection Act 1998. We don't have to basically tell you that.
Which is totally criminal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically they know what they've done is fraudulent and identity theft, but they just take it into their own hands to do what they've got to do, sell it on to the private boys, and then they do their best to try and get you scared, bully you, to paying something that you don't have to pay. They don't have no legal standing at all, and there was never any contract in the first place. And it has to be noted that under English law, that there isn't a contract and it hasn't been consented upon. English law places high value on ensuring that people have truly consented to the deals that bind them in court. So if there is no contract and there is no consent from you, then everything that goes on after that is fraudulent.
Congratulations there. I mean, just for, the listeners' interest, how long have you been studying this for?
Studying it since January.
All right.
So,
Okay.
yes, coming up to a year now, but there's been so much studying. I mean, all to do with law, banking, but yeah, it's just keep studying and learning. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're going to come across some people that, I mean, kangaroo courts all over the place that they're just they're not going by law at all.
Okay, so if they're not going by law at all, would you then agree with me that we're living in a lawless society?
Oh yeah, we're definitely living in a lawless society. It's only occasions like this one where you're sending something. I mean, they're sending you threats and threats and threats. But I mean, what does it come down to? The fact that you now have got to send them threats back, and you're going to take actions against them. I already spoke to them on the phone very clearly. I mean, but it only seems to be when I've actually sent it back to them, but on the paper, photocopied and sent it to them, basically telling them that I'm going to hold them liable.
So did you return the original to them, and did you return a copy to them?
No, I returned the copy to them, kept the original, so that way they know if there is someone there that knows what they're doing, they're going to see that you've got the original and they've got a copy. You've sent their one back, and you're keeping the original because you're going to hold them liable for fraud.
Okay. Now, if you do get a letter from another third-party interloper, what would your reaction be to that?
Well, that'd be it then. I'll just leave it, sit, done.
Okay. And lastly, you said before it's all to do with law and banking. Why did you mention banking?
Well, it's all to do with banking because the courts are banks. That's what everyone should get to know, that a court is a bank. Or it's where you go to do business. It's everything. You're not allowed to record in there, and the only reason why you're not allowed to record is because it's a business meeting that you don't know that you're going to.
Fantastic.
And they're stealing your data without you knowing. When they say, what can you tell the court your name? They're stealing your data, which is identity theft, but you're doing it willingly without even knowing what is going on. And it's just, when you sit down in the court and watch exactly how they work, you can see it's just the bench of the bankers, the clerk is the stockbroker, and all they're doing is pushing papers wherever they can push them. They're just money laundering. It's just madness.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Well, thank you very much for your time, and it was great for you to share that information with me. And I'll be putting that straight away on YouTube and for everyone to hear, so people will feel the bravery and they know that they can do it as well. Is that all right by you?
Yeah, that's fine. Put it out there. And more and more people need to know about it, and they need to get rid of the fear that they've got inside them. I mean, I know when I first started, there was that tiny bit of fear, but I'm not really feared them that much. But as soon as you start doing it for yourself and start learning, you start to empower yourself, and that's what people need to do. They need to start empowering themselves and realise that, you keep pushing, because we're fighting an uphill battle. They're on the top of their hill, or we can call it Capitol Hill.
Oh,
and
yes.
We're at the bottom.
Nice. Well, thank you very much for that. And I'll put that, I know a lot of the audience are going to enjoy that, so we don't want to make it too long, but thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.